In celebration of the National Teachers Month 2022, BUGEMCO honors all the teachers in the world. This year's celebration is anchored by the theme, Gurong Pilipino, Dangal ng Sambayanang Pilipino, that aims to the greatness and dedication of teachers in helping Filipino youth to reach their dreams. With deepest gratitude mga ka-co-op, we are very honored to interview the icon when it comes to academic excellence, the school principal of Bukidnon National High School, Dr. Susan S. Olana. Naagid mi diri karon maghinabi sa imuha, and we want to hear your stories also.
Yes, good afternoon. I'd like to congratulate BUGEMCO for coming up with this innovation.
Yeah.
This is very important. Collecting stories is the trend now.
Yes.
You collect stories because you'd like to learn from the story. And this is a very good program. I did not realize that a cooperative will come up with a program like this.
Thank you so
I'd like
much.
to congratulate you. It's not only one way of advocating, it's not only one way of campaigning, but then again, it is a very important program. It is a beautiful program.
Ma'am, you're very famous when it comes to your leadership and when it comes to your teaching. So we would like to, hear your stories. Why do people call you Inay Susan, ma'am? You're used lang gid mi ana sa ngatanan.
Actually, I don't have a single answer to that. But then again, I got that name from my biological mother. And most of the people in the village call her Inay Magna. So I use it as my account name because of I just would like to use it, and I realized that the meaning of Magna is what now? Sabi ni Saya pa is daw be.
Daw be.
I do not know why she was called like that. Maybe because there are so many work or so many things that she has done to the people in the village. That's why whatever problems that they're going to have, then they will have to ask, what now? What now? So they're going to go to my Inda. We call her Inda. That's a tribal name for a mama. Pero kung kag Inay, that is an IP term for mother. Inay. And in Filipino, it's Inay.
So we have different diction, the pronunciation.
Tonal lang ang diferensya.
So at least we have learned something today, that's Inay and Inay in Tagalog.
Yeah, that's right. But I also like the way it is being coined, because when everybody calls you Inay, then it seems that they are at home. Because the most important term and the most popular and greatest name is a mother, diba? So when you call a mother, you feel at home, you feel so many things, and I'm delighted. You feel respect, and then that's why it's also a humbling experience if everybody will call you Inay.
Coming from being an Inay, ma'am, no? Now let's go to your profession as a teacher. What is the most fulfilling part of being a teacher?
I think the most fulfilling part of being a teacher is when you see the outcome of your painstaking effort. When you see that you were able to touch lives, you were able to see the changes because you've imparted something to the students. You've imparted something, and even just when you are just sharing some thoughts, some experiences to the people that you meet, whether they are friends or not, whether they are students or not. But then when you start to draw a very important picture of what you've said and done, and then you will see this in the way they demonstrate in their profession. Just like when you see them succeed. That's the most important thing. And then I always believe in the saying that the one who speaks and acts in that moment and time is a teacher.
Even if you are
Yeah,
outside of the classroom, the learning never
Yeah.
stops. Even if when you grow up, just like you, ma'am, you are now of course, a principal, but still you are still learning, acquiring many ideas to share to your colleagues.
You will never stop learning. Oo. That's why when you have a wealth of experience, indeed you will. It's not. Sometimes I told my fellow workers that you can never say that experience is the best teachers if you've never learned from the experience. But if you learn from the experience, then you can claim that experience is the best teacher. Oo. Pero wala gyud kay na learn. Ay gyud na gamita.
Wrong. Dili pwede gamiton to mga kakopa. Dapat naagi kayo na learn every day.
Oo. So when you see your students being the best version of themselves, muna na siya ang cliche karon, best version. I think it is overused na, but I would like to use the same word. When you see your students, when you see those that were once under your care, succeeded and are strong, then I think you were able to do your mandate to teach.
Yeah, and that
you were able to touch lives. Again, it is overused, touching lives. But then again, that's the product of, and that's one of the fulfillment that you could ever have.
Yeah, that's the most fulfilling part of being a teacher.
Yes.
Makaingit nga, this job is definitely different. It has many responsibilities.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm telling the teachers that when you are still in the service, you have to work hard for the students on how you're going to be remembered. How will you work, or how do you like to be remembered by your students? How would you like to be remembered by those that were under your care? So I think that's the most fulfilling. If students and those that were under your care will remember you by what you have done.
Especially when you are a good teacher.
Exactly.
When you touch their lives.
Yes.
And talking about teaching, ma'am, is there a time in your life where you wanted to stop teaching? Or, I mean to say, you realize now this is not a career for me. I really need to do something and find something that would really create something. There's an impact in my life. And if there is something, ma'am, na nakapastop sa ima, what would it be and why?
Never.
Never.
Never in my time, or even just a single moment that I realized that this is not a vocation or a profession for me. Because it is innate. It is innate. When you start talking, when you start sharing, you are already teaching, and I can see that in me, and I can feel that every time I am asked and I am made to share my thoughts. I realize that I have something to give, and I wish I can give more and in whatever opportunities.
Chadagi kay ma'am, there is really something in our profession, or in your profession, that could hold on to your vision, to your mission,
Exactly.
of uplifting the lives of not just to your students, but also to the teachers, teaching them. Now, talking about teachers, ma'am, given the recent conflicts and controversies involving the teachers on disciplining the students, what can you tell the public that school is still built for conducive learning? Actually, makita mo na ito sa TikTok bitaw, ma'am, nga people nowadays nga, if the teachers going to discipline the child, they take it wrong. I mean, lahi ng ilang pagkuan karon sa disiplina ba?
Exactly. Oo. But then as a school leader, you have to go where the demands of times. So to me, this school is an extension of home. Diba? It is an extension of home. So I would like to I would like to see the students to feel that way. That if they are at home in the school, then they will not feel that they are disciplined. Oo. But I'd like to say that they are nurtured.
That's the term, nurtured.
I would like to say that they are nurtured. So if they will feel at home in the school, then our job in the school is to guide them and to hone them with their ability, and that ability, worthwhile ability, can be used in the community. Dili kaayo na ko ng word nga discipline, di ba? Because in this modern day and age, you cannot just use your eyes to talk to them. Dili na madala silang siga-siga sa mata. No. You just have to ride on, because in this modern day and age, we can never use the traditional way of disciplining them. Mabito na ingon nga, if you cannot beat them, then
join them.
Yeah,
that's the term, because nowadays the teenagers or the students are different from the old ones.
Exactly.
They're also leveling up their knowledge, their skills, and the way how we can discipline them or they can impart learning to them.
So you should have to stop telling them, kami sa una.
That's true. And there is one quote that I've read also, ma'am, no, diba? Do not confine your own learning to your children because they were born in a different generation.
Exactly.
Lahi magunta nga ages na tao. So dili gid nga katong this is applicable to you before, but now the children, it's different.
Stop comparing.
Yeah, that's true, ma'am. Now, as a member of BUGEMCO, ma'am, in what way has BUGEMCO assisted you, and in what way has it contributed to your school?
Of course, I'm a very proud member of BUGEMCO, although I still have some responsibilities to do. But then, you know what I like in BUGEMCO is that even if they are not being asked to do and give the favor, pero they're the first that will hand in their help, especially during the Brigada Eskwela. They are the best, and I am a proud member because a cooperative there is no, ingon pa sa mga daan nga, no man is an island. So there is no one-man band. You need somebody to help you. You need a partner. And then I believe that BUGEMCO have delivered this expectations, and that's why when the ASEC Villanueva came, he was very proud to say that BUGEMCO is the one of the top cooperatives in the country because they have billions of assets. So, how can you not be proud as a member?
Of course, and we are homegrown cooperative. It is right and just to interview also the principal of the Bukidnon National High School. Now,
and then if you have partner, diba, there's a saying that teamwork makes the dream work. So you need to have a partner, and then you are doing this, and then you are extending sa schools.
Yeah, that is true, ma'am. Daghan na kay minatagaan.
Lagi na mag-post ra ba dahil? Thank you, BUGEMCO. Ano na ba gyud ng mga principal?
Yes.
They'll have to post immediately. So you will always they will always publish the help that BUGEMCO have extended.
Thank you so much for that, ma'am. Now, ma'am, in your own point of view, how can we further contribute to your mission of shaping your students' potentials?
In my own point of view, one of my favorite saints is Saint Camelos. Where he said, I wish I have 1,000 hands. So I'd like to borrow that. I wish I have 1,000 hands because I'd like to do more, I'd like to give more, but I can only do so much. So there are so many things, there are so many dreams. Even if you're at home, being a principal, being a school principal, being a school head is 24 hours. You have to be thinking about what you can do for the school, and even when you are in the comfort room, you're still thinking about what will I do.
There's so many things running in your mind.
Exactly. And then because if you don't do that, then you will never be able to identify what are those.
True.
What are those that the school needs. And then you will be very happy if people will see those that are already implemented in the school. So I don't stop thinking about, because together we can make the school to be in its deepest core, diba? So if we help each other.
That's true.
Yeah, you have your own objectives, we have our own objectives, but we have common grounds.
I think we have only one common denominator, ma'am, which is to, to touch lives, and our tagline also is making lives better.
Yes.
So murag parallel lang, murag pare-pareha ra gid sila og kuanta, no? And happy kay mi sa natanan, ma'am, kay this partnership is not just for this year, but it was long time ago nga among Brigada Eskwela. Nag-existed na gid siya. And not just here in the division of Malaybalay, but also in the division of Bukidnon, division of Valencia, helping this kind of institution, ma'am. Now, ma'am, this month, of course, happy kami sa nga tanan because actually we also have the school, BUGEMCO Learning Center, right, ma'am?
You also have to celebrate.
We already celebrated.
I think the kids of our teachers and non-teaching personnel are enrolled there.
Oh, yes, Mobitaw.
They're even documenting the first day of school. So, where have you been? Ay, gikuan ako akong anak, ma'am. Where is your stand and your daughter studying? Ay, sa BUGEMCO, ma'am. So, first day of school, naka-document.
Now, this month, we celebrate the National Teachers Month. Now, what is your message to your fellow educators about the celebration of Teachers Month?
I would like, with all the challenges, with all the issues, with all the concerns that education is facing, I'd like to say that teaching is a vocation. It is also a profession. But if you will look at it as a vocation, then you will feel that you are called to teach. If you feel, because vocation, parang it's the greatest meaning of what a teacher is, diba? If you say vocation, it's the greatest meaning of what a teacher is, and you can get a motivation out of the word vocation. Pero moingon manggod ka og profession, it is also a profession. But when you say a profession, then you will be caught with paperworks. You will be caught with achievements, recognition, competition.
Yes, competition.
Competition. And then you will be exhausted, you will be pressured. When the lights are off, then you will feel devastated, you will feel tired. But when you feel it is a calling or it is a vocation, then you will feel that it is a ministry, and you will feel that it is the best kind of service that you could ever give. And the best form of service, because it's a calling, it is a ministry instead of vocation, instead of a profession. So I'd like to, because there are two keywords here, vocation and profession. It's good to feel it like a calling or like a vocation.
Yeah, okay. Every time you go to the school, you are motivated. Not just for the salary and the compensation, but most importantly, the one that you mentioned a while ago, it's a vocation.
It's a vocation. Because you will feel it's a mission and it is a ministry. Instead of calling it a profession where you will associate it with paperworks, you will associate it with competition, recognition, or deadlines. So, ingana siya. What I'm just saying now, because this is what they've seen in me, in my life, as a teacher, as a principal, as a friend, as an advisor, and everything.
Thank you so much, ma'am. No? And we take this opportunity nga ma-spread na mo ni nga message not just to the members of BUGEMCO but also to the community. Mga ka-co-op, daghan kayong salamat, no? And we will see you soon sa ato ang BUGEMCO Talks. Goodbye, everyone! Thank you so much!
Thank you!